Alright.
You're not Tom Hanks. Fuck off. Okay, possible trigger warning.
Okay. Hey everybody, how's it going? My name's WalkmanEXE, and with me is my director for one of the anime abridges I'm doing.
Hi.
Yeah. Fuck. Does it matter what I even call you?
Yes, because I refuse to be identified as anything other than what I am, Zach. And I believe that that has properly set the tone for this video, so with that, I'll just say my name is WalkmanEXE, and let's get started.
Alright, so we have, what is this? Autogender?
Autogender.
Oh my god.
Alright, you read the definition, I refuse to.
A gender that can only be understood in the context of being autistic.
I am triggered by this because I have friends that are autistic and they do not identify as autogender. And I'm pretty sure if they found out about this, they would just rage their minds out.
First minute and we're already raging.
I'm not raging, they would be. If I were raging, you would know. There would be like a lot of breaking sounds over on my end.
Oh my god.
Which unfortunately is not good because I'm in my recording office, so I have a lot of my my novelty mugs. So yeah.
Oh yeah, then we should probably end it here. All right, guys, I'll see you guys next time. All right.
Wait, was that seriously it?
No. No. We're. Oh my god, no.
Okay, because you said see you next time.
Yeah, it was more or less a huge joke, just because you said you were gonna rage and just break shit.
I'm not. I'll be fine.
Okay. So we have autogender. A gender experience that is deeply personal to oneself.
The
fuck?
I'm sorry. The phrasing of that sentence doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like,
I asked this in my first video, I think. If you guys understand these, please, for the love of God, explain this to us. We don't fucking know.
Because okay, so it's an experience that's deeply personal to oneself. Well, wouldn't that be like the existential existence that is the human condition? Like, you existing is experience that's deeply personal to yourself. So are you saying that, like... So by that standard, everyone is autogender. And I'm not saying that to be, like, you know, summarizing and labeling people,
yeah,
but I'm just saying...
It's like how people classify themselves.
Well, they can classify themselves however the fuck they want, but I'm just saying autogender is essentially... Like, if you're having a good experience in your life, or even a bad experience in your life, that's still an experience that's personal to yourself.
Yeah.
So this doesn't even make any sense. This should be stricken from the list because it doesn't apply to any human being because it surmises the populace.
If it makes you feel better, I'm pretty sure there's a gender in here that talks about water.
Find it now.
So, okay, what's the next one?
Axigender. When a person experiences two genders that sit on opposite ends of an axis, one being a gender and the other being any other gender. These genders are experienced one at a time with no overlapping and with very short transition time.
What?
So you're bipolar.
And with that, we have bigender.
Okay, now see, this is fine. This is like being bisexual, only with gender. Like, you're just, you feel two things, but you're just, you know, I'm fine with this. This makes sense to me. The feeling of having two genders at the same time or separately, usually used to describe feeling traditionally male and traditionally female. That makes sense to me.
Now, what is this below it? Biogender.
A gender that feels connected to nature in some way. Congratulations, you're not a biogender, you're a druid. And if you are, you have a magical gift that you must use to save the world.
Alright, I want to cast a spell.
I'm just saying, if you feel connected to nature in some way, you are probably either A, really good with nature and you should consider being a park ranger, or B, you are legitimately a druid and you should consult your arcana.
I don't really.
But I will tell you what I do play because I'm an OG nerd. I play Dungeons and Dragons. Son.
Oh yeah, we're fucking nerds. Yeah, but
I'm old. Just I'm old.
You're like 4 years older than me.
Oh yeah, I am. Holy shit.
You're not that old, dude.
Yeah, I'm not 30 and like was around when Dungeons and Dragons were made. Alright, what's this next one? Blur gender. The feeling of having more than one gender that are somehow blurred together to the point of not being able to distinguish or identify its individual genders. Synonymous with gender fuzz. Okay, see, so now I'm glad with this one that they identify that it's also the same thing as another thing. Okay, boy flux. When one feels mostly or all male most of the time, but experience fluctuating intensity of male identity.
So
like,
male?
you're just a dude that occasionally has bursts of testosterone, like, you know, any teenage boy? Or are you like... Well, I guess this... Well, if you're
I think it's referring to females. I think it's referring to a female. Well, yeah, but that's also known as anger management.
Well, no, that's known as intense competition, and that's completely fine so long as you don't kill anybody.
Hey, true. We do not.
We here at Zodiac Zack do not condone violence or murder. Accept violence, but not murder.
We're okay with it. Just don't blame us.
This does not make any logical sense.
Well, I mean, it could, but...
I mean... Again, I say what I've been saying for the past 5 minutes. Whatever you identify as, that's your bag, but just don't drag me into it. You have an app for that?
OBS, dude. It actually can record literally, like, everything that's happening right now, if you use it right.
Oh my god, I need to get that. I don't know how much, like, pot I would need to smoke to feel this amazing, but if you're a Kale gender, a gender who shares qualities with outer space or has the aesthetic of space, stars, and nebulas, you've got something going on right in your life, or you are smoking a lot of weed. This is taking me down to, like, a place of just... You're right, I'm starting to feel that just, like, rage bubbling up. This is just...
Trust me, I know. It ain't fun.
I believe in shades of gray because life is not black and white, but at the same time, that doesn't mean you have to go out of your way to identify the fucking shades of gray.
Every shade of gray.
Every conceivable shade.
There's like hundreds, by the way, so...
Oh my fuck. Next.
Okay, what do we Cal... Oh, wait, we just did that one. Fuck. Cast gender. The feeling of gender is unimportant to you. So, like, a gender?
Yeah. Can you literally just put down synonymous with a gender?
Do you understand what I was telling you before now, though?
Yep. If you feel Cavus gender, which is apparently for people with depression, where you feel one gender when not depressed and another when depressed, let me just summarize something for you. There is never a state of not depression. There's the rock and being... There's being under the rock and being above the rock. You're never away from the rock. The rock is always there.
The rock is always there?
The rock is always there. You'll always... Like, depression exists perpetually. Your ability to get over it or stay under it is solely reliant on, you know...
Oh, wait, damn, dude. You have depression?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You can willpower through things. I have proven it multiple times. Just like these people have willpowered their way through gender stereotypes.
And we will get through this.
Maybe not all of it, but at least through D or E, because at that point I feel like I would mentally break.
Yeah.
Alright, moving on. We have send gender, when your gender changes between one and its opposite.
So...
What do you mean it's opposite? So hold on. No. So if I'm biogender, and I feel a connection to nature, I can immediately flip that if I'm truly send gender and suddenly be like, hey, you know what? The industrial complex is a great place to be, and I feel a deep connection for all this molten steel.
Oh my God.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Oh my God.
Just read the next one.
Fluid? Or gender. Are we skipping the fluids?
Just read fluid and gender. Oh, fuck this means.
Fluid. I'm terrible pronunciation. When you are gender and your feeling fluctuate between masculine, feminine, and neutral. The fuck is neutral?
I'm just gonna reference Futurama at this point, where there was that episode with the neutral planet,
Oh my god.
because that is essentially what this list is.
Next one, cisgender. The feeling of being the gender you were assigned at birth all the time.
So just normal.
Normal. Can we like cross that out and put normal?
No, because then that would be offending people who
Oh,
don't feel
boo-hoo.
who identify as normal, even if they are
Welcome to the
fucking
1990s.
send gender. Even
wish
if they
we were
are
back in the
fucking
90s.
send gender, where they're totally normal, because apparently fluctuating between one and your opposite is a totally normal thing to do. I mean, you could honestly cross out send gender and just call it Two-Face syndrome and just save time.
Cloud gender. A gender that cannot be fully realized or seen clearly due to
Depersonalization/derealization disorder. I am looking those up right now because I do not believe those are real. Depersonalization disorder, DPD, also known as depersonalization derealization syndrome, is a mental disorder in which a person has persistent or current feelings of depersonalization or derealization. That doesn't answer my question.
That does not answer anything. The
Okay, I'm
fuck
looking up-
is this?
Okay, depersonalization or reality and detachment within the self. So basically, you're just delusional. So what I'm getting out of this is that this is a gender that supports being completely fucking delusional all the time? I don't know.
I think that's a good example for what we're going for here.
I think what it is just a complete detachment from any form of reality, identifying yourself as that. So congratulations, you're the weird groovy people in the
Welcome to the
backdrop of every person's
1960s.
acid trip.
Welcome to
You're the backdrop of every
1960s.
person's acid trip. Congratulations.
Oh my god.
Like, I'm trying not to mentally diagnose this entire list, but at the same
Go
time,
fucking ahead. This is like, I feel bad for you, but at the same time, this is fucking great.
I don't mean to be offensive, but at the same time, as I've said before, just
Yep.
deal with it. If you feel like any of these genders that are abstract concepts or overlapping reality syndrome, you may want to seek professional medical help. Because if you feel too many genders simultaneously to describe each one, you may have multiple personality disorder or schizophrenia, and you might want to seek a medical professional for prescribed antipsychotics. First, make sure that you're actually feeling these things, and then when you're absolutely certain that you are in fact insane, go to your local insane asylum, check yourself in, and get yourself that sweet, sweet red pill, because I swear to God you need it.
Unless we live in the Matrix.
Even if we do, get the goddamn red pill. Get out of here.